Hello the internets, welcome back to ELDYNE Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict, and finally we have confirmation on what character, what apostle it's coming next, and that is going to be Ed. Now, Ed is an ELDYNE. She is stronger than most characters, and obviously you should be saving resources for her if you care about meta or if you're building a blue team. In my opinion, I always say the same thing. A lot of these banners in this game, 99% of the banners you can't skip unless you're building that personality. So if you're building a Viva team, you pull for Chopin. If you're building a Matt team, you pull for Diana. Quick question before we get going with this video. Do you guys want build guides for the standard characters? Like if we get a banner for Diana, do you need a guide for her? Or do you only want guides for the new characters being released? Let me know. That's it. Back to the topic of question. In my opinion, you should only be using your devotion and your saved resources for the ELDYNEs to at least get one copy of each ELDYNE because they are the strongest characters in the game. And when it comes to Ed, she is the second ELDYNE for the Compose team with Aya, and she is going to be a tank. Now, as you can see by the moon shape, all right, if we go into the wiki, we go into characters, and we have Ed right here. So she is a Compose front row magic damage elf tank, and she's pretty cute. She has a few nice skins in my opinion. Her skins, I don't know which one we'll get in global. As usual, it's completely random. Most of the time, it goes in order. So most likely, this will be the skin we get. Most likely. This is not confirmed or anything. I don't dislike this one, but I do like the last two a lot more. These two skins are pretty nice. I think both were battle passes. I might be wrong on this. But the third one is way better. This one, in my opinion, just looks a lot better. I think this is my favorite by far. And then she has a really funny skin, which is the most recent one. Which is her with the Shion plushie. And she has a second plushie as well on some of the animations. So this is a pretty funny one. My favorite is the third one. Hopefully we can get this, but this is Copium. I think this was a skin pack, so I highly doubt we will actually get this. Now, we'll talk about her kit and how she works, but I do want to go before that a little bit into the current Compose meta. Compose right now, it's a really good team. The Blue Girls have a solid team. They have 2 hyper carries, 1 utility, 2 healers, 1 tank. That is kind of the problem, and that's why right now the weak link for this team is Velvet. Velvet is for PvP a really good tank. For PvE not so much. For PvE she's like Ruth, a character that yes works, yes you can clear content with her, but in contrast to Vivi and Chloe, she just cannot survive at really high deficit combat powers. Now Velvet will be replaced with Ed, and she will be finally making an almost complete Compose team. We will be replacing Velvet with Ed. You have your 2 hyper carries, Elena and Aya. Aya also acts as the buffer for this team, thanks to her passive, right? And then you have your utility with the electrocution, and also for the passive with Elena. And then you have your healer, which is Meluna. The last spot, not counting your tank, can be more utility if you want SP for the silence, can be more damage if you want Trickcal or single target with Scylla, or can be more heals if you want to use Meluna until we get someone else. So this team is already pretty good, and it's only getting better. If you are a Compose main, you are eating good with Ed. That's it. Let's talk a little bit about her kit, how she works. Remember that kits in Korea are different for global. This is only a reference, nothing else. That's it. Let's jump directly to her skills. Let's scroll down a little bit and activate the translations, right? Her first mana skill is pretty simple. Creates a shield for herself and gives the following effects to all allies except to Ed herself. If an ally is incapacitated for a certain period of time, the damage is negated, which basically means you have like a second life, right, on most of your characters, and a shield is granted. This effect can be activated up to 2 times. I don't know if it's up to 2 times per character or up to 2 times in total. I assume it's in total, right? If not, it will be too broken. This is a protection for 20 seconds. The shield is going to be for 12 seconds, right? A 48% of max HP for that, and the one giving it to your allies only lasts for 6 seconds, and that's at level 1, not even at level 10. At level 10 is even better for the shields. That said, that is her first mana skill. So if you can give her some SP, that means really huge protections for your team and also for yourself with the shield. Her senior skill increases the skill damage of nearby allies, dealing AoE magic damage to enemies 4 times and reducing their SP. Really strong. It's a 42-second cooldown skill, so it's a little bit on the long side. 42 is quite long, like it's, for example, it's gonna be compared to something like your Epica with 40 seconds, but when you are playing, it's still pretty good, right? Like stronger ultimates usually tend to have longer cooldowns for obvious reasons, to not make them too broken. This is reducing the enemy SP at level 10 by 128, doing 600% of magic damage, and increasing the skill damage by 50%. That is huge, not gonna lie. We might be seeing a lot of Ed with Yomi. Fucking Yomi for everything. His skill does sound pretty good. We'll see if the percentages are the same for global or not. And then she has her normal attack, which on the enhanced version, every 5 times you take direct damage, you are dealing AoE damage to enemies in front of you and restoring your own HP. You are restoring 30, is it 30% of maximum HP? If it's 30% of maximum HP, that is absolutely disgusting. Every 5 times you're getting 5 hits. I assume it is that 30%? If it's 30%, that's kind of really big, really good. And then we can go into the aside, which, by the way, we are finally getting the aside system next month as well, or at the end of this month. I don't remember when it is. So we'll make videos when that comes, and we can explain all of those new skills as well, and which ones are worth getting. Hopefully, we can invest into all of the asides. First one, it's only as usual stats. The second level is where you actually are getting the extra passive, right? And as you guys can see, increases maximum HP, and at the start of the wave, making yourself invincible for a certain period of time has a chance to electrocute enemies who directly damage you. Increases the number of targets applied to the ally shield effect on her freshman skill, and restores the SP of allies who receive the protection effect as well. After using the advanced skill, so her senior skill, deals additional AoE magic damage to enemies and increase the amount of damage taken for a certain period of time. Damn, that is a huge skill. So on her freshman skill, it's making it so your allies also recover SP, right? And you can put the shield on more allies. And it's also making it so the enemies not only get electrocuted, but they are getting extra damage taken for a certain period of time, which is a fantastic debuff for a frontline to be applying. All in all, seems like a tank that can do a little bit of everything, not only stay alive, but also keep your team healthy. So most likely we can drop Meluna, or at least in my case, I can drop Meluna from this team and simply add another DPS, which most likely will be either Trickcal or SP on my case. Probably SP. I think SP was one of the first characters to get asides in Korea. So if she's getting one, we will be ranking her up to 5 stars, and I will already have her ready with the gear to be testing what's going on. That's it. That's basically everything for this video. That's how Ed works on the Korean server. Once again, important to take this as a reference only. When she comes out, we will be going for 5 stars on her. We'll see. Maybe we go for 5 stars. Maybe if we're getting shafted completely, we go for 4 or 3 stars. We'll see what's going on whenever the banner drops. Should be in 6 days. In the next couple of days, we should be getting updates because these banners are ending on 6 days. So in the next following 2-3 days, we'll get dates, the full update, probably some news on their sites and whatnot. I'll make some videos for that. As usual, links in the description for all of the guides and for all of the content. Good luck with your pool, dinner rates, and I'll see you in the next one.